once you learn how to trade and you master trading, you don't need nobody for nothing. It's just you and yourself.
to be
So I
successful.
think that structure and technicals are really the same when it comes to trading. For me, I use structure for everything, and I think that trading is more so structure than a strategy. So I don't believe in strategies. Like I know a lot of people, they do London breakout session, they do all these different things, but I don't feel like strategies really sustain you. And of course, that's for me. I think that the beautiful thing about trading is people can have a whole bunch of different methodologies of how they approach the market, and we can all come out with winning trades, but all approach the market in different ways. So I want to first say on this podcast that, like, I'm not downing anybody. I'm not saying, like, I'm not one of those egotistical people that's like, oh, it's my way or the end all be all. Like, if it's making you money consistently, the whole goal is to be consistently profitable. But as far as the steps, like, you 100% have to learn the skill set. After you learn the skill set, then you master psychology. Because when you first come into trading, if I told somebody that was completely novice, that didn't understand trading, you need to master your psychology first, they're not going to really understand what I'm saying until they go through that process. And they go through that process of having to now train their eyes and really like be able to see what even is your risk appetite. And then you got to go through those stages of fear and greed and like, who are you on your charts? Like, I truly believe that trading exposes you to who you are.
100%. If
Mhm.
we kind of go back a little bit, what was your first experience with trading itself? Really, like entering a trade, like was it good? Did you have beginner's luck? Did it go bad?
Definitely had beginner's luck. I definitely had beginner's luck, and that's how I ran up my account to over the $100,000, where I was able to lose that $100,000. I had beginner's luck to the point where I had zero fear. I'm talking about placing 5 standards on gold when I didn't even really understand how it moved. Like, I'm talking about at the very beginning when you taking signals and you like a crackhead for trades. You know how people, and this is just like my journey, when you first get in IML or all these different companies or whatever case may be, and somebody tell you about trading and you just seeing the blue and you seeing the profits and you're like, it's no way I'm making money this fast. And when they play out back to back to back, you like, oh shit, the money's real. You know
And
what
you
I'm saying?
started doubling up, basically.
Yes, back to back. My experience starting out, and I think that's why I never gave up on it. But this is the thing.
Mm.
After that month, I was so heavy into it. I'm talking about after that month. Okay, well, let me go back. So after I decided that I did not want to do IML, this was a month in. So I was only at IML for 1 month. What happened was I had a pretty good following on Instagram because, again, I trained for the Olympics, but after the Olympics, I transitioned into personal training. So I had a great body. All my friends, I had a whole bunch of fitness friends. So I think I had about like 70,000 or like 60, 70,000 followers at the time. And I had a whole bunch of friends with a lot of followers too. I'm like, yo, we about to run it up. I had all my girlfriends. I'm like, yo, we about to be some boss women. Let's go. This is what y'all need to do, blah, blah, blah. And then I tried it, like, literally, I did it like 3 weeks. All the trades were hidden. I put all my friends in, all of them blew their accounts immediately. Everybody like, Jessica, you scam me. How you do this? Da, 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 da. Like, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, like, I promise I ain't scam you. Like, it was working. Like, I don't know what happened. And
Yep.
at that moment where you can't tell somebody what happened, that's the worst feeling in the world. When you
Okay.
can't tell somebody what happened, you can't tell somebody why they just lost a trade, and you can't even walk them through what just happened. That's the moment I literally look myself in the mirror like, oh hell no, I gotta learn this for myself. But because I made so much money in the beginning, that was how I knew it was real. And that's what made me
Mm.
like dive deep into truly understanding this for myself. And I truly believe once you learn how to trade and you master trading, you don't need nobody for nothing. It's just you and yourself.
Picking up this skill, let's say someone's watching this and they don't already trade. What advice would you be able to give them?
You don't even want to know my answer to that. Because my true answer to that is, if you feel like you shouldn't do this because men do it, then you shouldn't be doing it. Because you already defeated yourself from the beginning. So if you believe that and you truly believe that, don't even waste your time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also coming from a very strong male dominated sport, also. Like, I know I can do anything. As long as I put my mind to it, I could accomplish whatever it is that I want to do. But for a woman that's like not into trading and she like, oh, I want to dabble in the field, but it's like, oh, it's too many men in the field. Like, she intimidated from the jump. So that's gonna be a psychological issue once she on the chart.